Dorf here, joined by Lucas Roth. How you doing, Lucas?
Pretty good, Cole. How have you been on this? Well, it's been a pretty cold week. It's not really felt like a whole week, in my opinion. It's just
okay. Let's reverse. I am Cole Oschendorf here, joined by Lucas Roth. How you doing, Lucas?
I'm pretty good, Cole. It's just been a little bit of a weird week with, the cold. It's not fun.
Yeah, feels like deja vu.
Yeah,
the conversation we're having, that is. We got a good one for you tonight. We got the Larned Indians taking on the Hesston Swathers. You want to give the rundown of the Indian? Actually, I got it. So Larned comes into the game at 1-14, coming off 14 straight losses after opening their season with a win over Pratt. So obviously not really the season that they were hoping for. They also only had one win last season, so they're hoping to increase their win total from last year tonight. They would love to try to spoil some of the chances that Hesston has to secure the number 2 spot for the Substate. So that's what they'll look to do tonight, as there isn't a ton more to be playing for this season other than preparing for the future for Larned. As harsh, I don't want that to sound harsh, but it's just kind of the 1-14 lifestyle. You might want to get some of those younger players in there playing the game.
Oh, for sure. And as for the Swathers, they come into this game at 10-6 after losing a tough one to Hillsborough last Friday. Although they did lose last week, they've won 5 of their last 6. They're looking to build upon the momentum that they've already mustered as they're heading into the postseason play. Their posts have really come alive over the course of the season, have been playing very well as of late. With that three-headed monster of Katie Keeker, Alex Martin, and Carly Bartell absolutely dominating in 4 of their last 5 wins. If they win, the Southeast Sicilian loss, they will obtain the 2 seed in Substate.
Let's cut it off for the
yep.
national anthem. That's what it's called.
National anthem.
All right, Lucas, you were saying about that Substate situation?
Yeah, so for the Swathers, if they win out and Southeast Sicilian loses out, they will be able to obtain the 2 seed in their Substate. They're in a very tight battle with Smoky Valley for the 3 seed, and neither team really wants to be the 4 seed, as a win would most likely end up putting you against Hallstead Dragons, who are very good at basketball. And so, yeah, that's pretty much the rundown for the Swathers. We will get you your starting lineups here in a second. We are listening to Mr. Beitler tell them to us at the moment.
So for Larned, they will be starting Julia. Did we catch her name? Tapia. Julie Tapia, number 10. Liz Herrera, number 12. Akila Collins, number 24. Paisley Lovesey, number 25, and Sarah McMahon, number 33. Excuse me.
And on the other side for the Swathers, like usual, it will be Harley Ferralis, Corinne Yoder, Alex Martin, Katie Keeker, and Anna Humphreys.
So for Larned, keys to the game for Larned. For me tonight, they're going to have to try to limit the amount of turnovers that they give to the Swathers. Attempt to slow down those Hesston posts, as we were talking about, and then also try to get out to an early lead. Maybe take some momentum from the Swathers early in order to maybe finish the game out strong.
And as for the Swathers on the other side, we have finish in transition. don't lose your focus if you find yourself up big, and make sure that your defensive rotations are solid.
Lucas, it's good to be back with you, buddy.
It is very good to be back. I look forward to this every week.
Also, the word of the night. We have actually we'll mention it when we actually use it.
That's a big word there, Cole.
Indeed, or should I say, indubitably.
Yes, love that word. Possibly the best one we've ever had.
It's my personal favorite word at the moment.
It
has been for a while.
Very, very good word. Looks like the Swathers will start out in their 2-3 zone like they've been playing these past few games.
So that is McMahon with the ball now.
Oh, wow.
And it's immediately stolen by Humphreys. She might have dribbled it out of bounds, but we didn't see anything. Corinne Yoder with the ball now. Larned, I believe they were in a 1-3-1 zone.
I don't know, but Harley Ferralis was left wide open in the lane, and she makes them pay as she scores first basket of the game.
That was a nice little move that she had there. She went a little up and under, something that she's usually more known for her defensive. Well, she gets hit with a foul right there, but she's usually known for the intensity that she brings on the defensive end, and not necessarily for the offensive threat, but right there she starts the game out very strong for the Swathers.
Not a great, Sydney Kaiser will check in for the Swathers. Alex Martin will head to the bench after a quick 36 seconds. And another steal by the Swathers.
Well, one of our keys in the game for Larned was limit the turnovers, and they've already given up 2 on 2 possessions. So, I mean, that's not necessarily what you want it to happen to start this game out. Kaiser with the ball in the corner to Humphreys. She'll drive into the lane outside to Yoder. Yoder will reset the offense a little bit. Humphreys with the ball now. Over to Keeker. Yoder left wing. Kaiser over to Humphreys. Harley Ferralis, no one guarding her. She'll just go all the way.
Oh.
Misses the little floater. Gets her on board. Goes back up with it and makes it. So Harley Ferralis with a quick 4 points. Off to a very hot start to start this game.
Yeah, and we're not really used to her seeing many shots at all, but 3 shots in the first 2 possessions for the Swathers. That's really good to see. And she's got 4 points. So
that 3-headed monster turning into a 4-headed monster really quick early in this game. So it'll be Indian ball on offense. McMahon with the ball now. Top of the key, guarded closely by Kaiser. Kaiser gets the steal. She's headed the other way. She'll pass, yep, and she traveled before she was able to get the ball across the Keeker on the fast break.
Yeah, good recovery there by McMahon. She was able to just step out in front of Kaiser just enough to make her think about the pass before she threw it, causing that travel. So great recovery there after the 3rd straight turnover by the Indians.
Reagan Crable checking in from McMahon. She has the ball now. Guarded very tightly by Corinne Yoder, and she traveled. So there's 4 turnovers on 4 possessions.
Dare I call the Swather defense asphyxiating tonight?
Absolutely. Bedaubing.
Very bedaubing. They are playing very, very well.
I still haven't really figured out. I think they're running a box. They're either running a box and 1 or a triangle and 2 on Humphreys and Yoder. Not very good triangle and 2 if it was that on Humphreys. She had a wide open 3, but she was unable to cash it in. It'll be Crable heading the other way. Over to Collins. Collins was fouled.
And that'll be Harley Ferralis' 2nd already of the game.
I'm assuming it'll be Bartel checking in for her, and it is indeed.
You know, one thing I wish the Swathers would do more, we don't see a lot of Keeker and Bartel at the same time. And when they're in the game, those are 2 very tough girls to defend. And I think the Swathers, they might do that a little more as we progress into the postseason, but they are 2 very dangerous girls to have on the court at the same time.
Yeah, when you have a game like this where on paper you should win by a pretty large margin, you might want to try out some new techniques that you might not be able to use against a team like Halstead or Nickerson or Smokey.
For sure. And
again, I'm not trying to put.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not trying to talk down on Larned, just trying to look at it from a perspective of what their record is. Yoder's 3 is
Bang.
good.
Maybe even could have gotten the and one there. A little box out a little bit too hard there, but buries the tray, and Swathers up 7 early.
Bartel with good post defense. She wasn't able to get around Collins, but she was able to get a hand in there and not get called a foul, poke that ball out of bounds. Will remain Indian ball, however.
And the Swathers, they do travel to Halstead tomorrow, correct?
Yeah.
That'll be a tough game for our girls. Halstead Dragons.
Gerber is dominant.
She is. And
good night.
Another turnover by the Indians.
Good fast break defense there, though. By Crable, she was able to get a hand in there and bat that ball away from Kaiser.
Man, it's just tough. 6 possessions actually for the Indians, and not a single shot has been attempted.
5 turnovers
yet.
and 1 jump ball.
Yeah.
Bartel off the block gets the and one.
Very physical play there by Carly Bartel as she goes up for the and one. Wow, that was some good stuff.
That was good strength because she got fouled, but way at the bottom of the ball, she had the ball like underneath her knees and was able to still raise the ball above her head and then get it into the hoop after getting pretty much yoinked down there. Yoinked, yanked, yoinked, yanked.
Yoinked.
Yanked is better in the situation, but I like saying yoinked more.
Yeah.
Indians got the board off of the missed free throw by Bartel. It'll be Crable with the ball now. Crable corner to Collins. Collins out to Herrera. Herrera over to Tapia. Tapia? What do we say?
Tapia.
Tapia? All right.
And another turnover for
Wait.
and a timeout will be taken by the Indians.
Swathers with a quick 9-0 lead.
And a quick 6 turnovers and a jump ball for the Indians. Not quite the start they wanted to this basketball game. As we'll try to get, no, won't be able to. I like it.
Oh, yeah, the senior picks.
Yeah, they looked good, Cole.
Appreciate it.
I assume you were looking for the ad document, and you ended up in the.
I went to Starred.
Yeah.
And I have those in the Starred because I was supposed to save them for my mother.
Ah, good stuff.
I'll find the. I still can't. Maybe it's in here.
There it is.
Swathers with the ball. Keeker inside to Bartel. She does not go up with it. Yoder with a quick couple pump fakes. Across to Humphreys. Humphreys inside to Bartel again. Bartel to Keeker. Keeker's pull-up is no good. Boarded by Yoder at the free throw line. Kaiser with the ball on the right wing over to Yoder. Yoder inside to Bartel.
Looks like they're in a 2-3.
Bartel into Keeker out to Yoder. Yoder might have gotten fouled. Humphreys' 3 is no good. Boarded by Bartel. Bartel will go back up with it. We'll get absolutely stuffed there by Katie Upson. That was a great defensive wherewithal to get the hand all over that ball right there.
Yeah, after, it can kind of be defeating when, as the Indians turn it over again, when you end up giving up 3 offensive rebounds in the same possession, but a little bit of a momentous occasion there with the block by Upson. Gives them a little bit of life here after what's been a fairly
lopsided 5
first
minutes.
quarter.
I mean, they've yet to get a shot up. However many possessions they've had, they've had 8 turnovers and 1 tied up ball. Not gonna really be a winning recipe there for the Indians.
Yeah, on pace for just over 50 turnovers this game.
Yeah, that's.
How's the Swathers turn it over?
Illegal screen there by one of the Swathers. Oh, that's Rouse's third in the first quarter. That is unfortuitous, to say the least.
Yeah, for sure. You hate to see that. And she was playing fairly well so far this game.
3 fouls in the first 5 minutes. That's crazy.
So I assume we will not be seeing her for the rest of the first half.
Upson with the ball over to Collins. Herrera. Inside to Upson, stolen by Keeker, and there is 9 turnovers already.
Good steal there by Keeker. She did a great job of getting her hand up. She didn't have the position, but got her hand up just high enough to tip that ball up to herself and was able to secure the steal.
Yeah, second time we've seen that sort of thing happen. Bartell with one earlier, although she wasn't able to fully maintain possession of the ball. But you've seen that consistency with the refs. I mean, usually that's something that they call, but obviously we've seen 2 instances where that's happened. Probably could have gotten a foul on one of, if not both, and they're not calling it, so that's probably something that the Swathers are going to continually do throughout the evening. And obviously it won't happen as much for Larned because they're in a zone.
Swathers, they started in that zone but switched to a man fairly quickly, and it seemed to have been working effectively as Keeker just barely misses her shot.
Humphreys got the board but then missed the layup. Might have been a foul there somewhere, but it'll be Indian ball headed the other way. Crable with the ball. Guarded by Yoder. Yoder over to Collins. Collins inside the lane. Gets a shot. Gets her on board and is fouled. She'll be going to the line in search of the Indians' first points of the game.
Yeah, pretty good drive there by number 24, is it Akila? Akila Collins. So her free throw attempt is good.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, I like it.
It really rolls off the
does.
tongue. Like Akila Collins. It goes off very smoothly off the tongue.
And despite the early 9 turnovers, the Indians are still only down by 8 points.
Hey,
make that 6 points.
Great board there from Upson. She gets the 2-pointer to go off the board. So, boom, boom, 3 points. They're right back in this game. Kaiser over to Yoder. Yoder thought about something, either passing or something. I don't know. I thought she might have taken a shot there, but
I don't know what she's thinking about. I'm not good at reading the female mind, Cole.
Yoder over to Kaiser. Kaiser's 3-pointer is airmailed. Saved by Anna Humphreys. Over to Kaiser. Keeker gets the roll. Wow, what a save by Anna Humphreys. And it'll be timeout called by Hesston with 51 seconds remaining. We will get a quick ad break. A big thanks to Swather Power Club for supporting all Hesston High School activities and athletics. Did you know that Swather Power Club is the one and only Hesston High School Booster Club, and anyone who signs up to be a member automatically enters the student of their choice to win one of 2 $1,000 college scholarships. Right now, you can join the Swather Power Club for free. Look for the Swather Power Club on the Hesston High School website menu or visit them on Facebook.
Got a lot of new ads this week.
Absolutely. It's something that we've kind of expanded upon as the season has gone along. You know, as we've gained a little more prowess throughout the season, more and more people tuning in, gives more businesses opportunities to strike a deal with us.
I think we reached at least a high for when I've been announcing the other night when we eclipsed, 320?
Going to get Corinne Yoder with a carry after Keeker stole the ball on the other end.
We did have a lot of viewers last Tuesday. It was a great game.
It was. We should see another one on Tuesday when Haven and Hesston.
Aren't they still ranked? Oh.
Don't think so. It'll be another turnover for Larned.
They do shoot the ball quite well, Haven does.
You know, when your turnovers are quadrupling the points scored, I don't really think you're going to win many games doing that unless you are scoring at a very high clip but also turning the ball over very, very frequently. And even then, probably still not going to win. Great pass inside to Katie Keeker, but she misses the layup. It'll be a tied up ball. Possession arrow in favor of Larned.
Yeah, it's just not Katie Keeker's day today. Sometimes she at least so far, 1 for 5 from the floor. Just can't quite figure out how to get the ball to go through the hoop. Just a lid on the basket there for Katie Keeker. But just got to keep putting the shots up because she's getting some really good shots over there.
Going to get a block on Sydney Kaiser there. She was guarding, I believe, that was Crable there on the left sideline.
And I have noticed that the Indians, although very turnover prone, have played some very clean basketball. Only 1 foul this first quarter compared to the Swathers 5. Now 3 of those can be attributed to 1 player, but.
And the problem with playing a clean game in that regard is you still have 12 or 11 turnovers, which is the opposite of clean, very dirty, if you could say that. I don't. Not really the context. Oh, there's another one. So like Kaiser off the inbound over to Martin. Martin almost turns it over and does. Just sitting on the floor. They're just chilling there, taking a light little siesta. Yeah, siesta on the floor.
Evening siesta.
I always almost want to say fiesta, but I know that's. I have to like, wait, no, that's a party. Let's think that back. Corinne Yoder shucks it off the top of the backboard in the first quarter.
A little bit of a up and down first quarter there. Had the Swathers only scoring 2 points in the last about 5 minutes of the quarter, and of course you see the turnovers for Larned that we keep harping on. But yeah, if you're Larned, that's not quite the first quarter you were looking for, in my opinion. Would have rather had a few more of those turnovers into baskets, but they are shooting 50% from the field.
So get some more shots up, and you never know what can happen.
Exactly.
Honestly, being down only 8 in this first quarter is a great thing, given how many turnovers and how little shots they got up. How few, sorry. Like, the fact that they're not down 20 already is honestly a blessing in itself. Because this Swather defense has had an ubiquitous presence, and that is our word of the day. Actually, I think it's not ubiquitous, it's ubiquitous, meaning present, appearing, or found everywhere. And I think that's a perfect describing word for this Swather defense so far into the game.
Is it ubiquitous or ubiquitous?
Ubiquitous.
Ah. Okay, I think I have a.
It's honestly not that bad of a word to spell.
I don't think it will be.
It's pretty it's pretty straightforward.
Were you going to say self-explanatory?
I was about to say self-forward. I was like, that's not right.
Caught in the middle of 2 words.
Yeah. Might have gotten away with the travel there was Abby Holt, but she threw it away anyways, and it'll be tied up there by Crable. Martin was struggling to get out of the stranglehold that Crable had in the ball, so it'll go to the Swathers.
Kind of reminds me of a variety show skit from a couple years ago with Jordan Roth and the Glice to Meet You.
Can't say I was fortunate. I think, was that our 8th grade year?
Yeah.
That would have, we had a tennis meet in Junction City that day.
I remember that meet.
Humphreys throws it straight to Katie, well, not straight to. Katie Upson played some really good defense on Keeker there in the post. That's who Humphreys was looking for there in the low block. But it was stolen by the Indians. Inside there to Collins. Upson with the ball in the corner. Great find to Tapia. Or
Swatted by Alex Martin. She took a big old wind-up and hit at that ball. Was able to connect.
Not a turnover. That's a plus. At least you're getting a shot.
That's a shot attempt.
Yoder's three-pointer is no good. Off the front of the rim, boarded by Tapia. Cribble with the ball now. She'll look to slow it down a little bit.
Swathers have been getting some really good looks at the basket, just not quite able to convert on a lot of them. Excuse me. It's just, I don't know. This game could be a lot worse than it is. The Indians should consider themselves lucky to be where they are at the moment.
Yeah, I agree with you. Crable, they're going to get a...
Cool, like, charge? I wouldn't call it a charge. It'd be more like a clear out.
It was a charge. I think she extended her arm a little bit as she was trying to drive in there on Yoder, and Yoder just kind of took it in the chest and was able to get that call. So That's a great job there on defense by Yoder to get that call going the other way. Martin with the ball, looking for a kicker, and it'll be a foul on Upson. She is not happy about that one. I think I almost agree with her. I thought Alex Martin kind of just got a little caught between what she wanted to do and saw that kicker wasn't necessarily open there in the post. Might have gotten away with a little bit of a travel. Either way, it'll still be swap the ball. Humphreys' three in the corner is good.
Great shot there by Anna Humphreys after the foul there, where I believe the saying is caught between a rock and a hard place. Is that what it is?
Which one?
I don't know.
What are we describing?
When Alex Martin was caught between.
No, that's something different. Wow, that was definitely a foul there.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's something totally different.
That's like when you're in a hard situation.
Yeah. But I did get the saying right. Right.
Yeah, the saying was right.
Yes.
The application of it, however, was incorrect.
Sometimes
Sorry to burst your bubble.
Yeah, sometimes I say sayings wrong on purpose, and then they sometimes carry over to regular life, and people look at me weird. So.
Humphreys will take another three. That one is no good. Boarded by Crable. She'll be headed the other way.
And again, Swathers continue to get those high percentage shots, just unable to make them fall.
Trapped by three Swathers in the corner was Upson. There's got to be someone open when there's three people on one person, and they found them eventually, but Collins traveled in the middle of the lane.
Pretty much the story of the night there for the Indians. Get caught in a tough place, and you end up having to give the ball somewhere, and then you get another trap, and then the turnovers. And
yeah, the Larned offense has had some trouble penetrating the D of the Swathers thus far into the game. And if they continue to go through those struggles, it could be a pretty long game for them throughout the evening. Wing, and is going to be a blocking foul on Liz Herrera. That'll be, I think, her first. Richardson telling Alex to sell it. Alex, sell it. Trying to get that maybe shot opportunity as well.
Gotta.
Humphreys, pump fake inside to Bartel.
Oh, yeah.
She will be fouled.
She was wide open there.
Yeah.
I think that's what he was telling her to sell it, that she was going to get the ball.
Oh, because she was screaming.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Good job. Good thinking there, Lucas.
It wasn't seal it was sell it, but. Yeah, I think she did a good job there. Carly Bartel was wide open for the layup, but was fouled.
Have you seen that play where a guy in the corner just gets down on all fours, starts barking, and then they pass it to a wide open dude underneath? I wonder, I mean, it's worked before. I wonder if that would actually work if you did it. I bet you it would definitely work in middle school, 5th and 6th grade rec leagues.
Yeah, they'd
just start barking. They'd be like, what the heck is this dude doing?
I did see a video where a guy, he just screamed and then fell over, and then everybody looked at him and they threw it in, but.
That's that high IQ stress right there.
Oh, for sure.
Bartel was good on both free throws, I believe.
Yep.
That three-pointer is taken by Crable, airmailed, boarded by Martin. She's headed the other way. Great pass to Yoder. All the way fouled by Crable.
So Corinne Yoder will go to the line to shoot 2. Her first is no good, as Crable picked up her 3rd foul on the play. It's tough.
Her and Ferralis.
Yeah.
Ferralis has 3 out of Hesston's 5, and Crable has 3 out of the Indians' 6. Yoder gets that second one to rattle home after a couple bounces all around the rim.
Crable, however, did make it about 7 minutes further before picking up the 3rd than Ferralis was able to, as the Indians will take another timeout. And should we take it with them?
I think we will.
All right.
It'll be Indian ball heading the other way. It's McMahon with the ball. Swathers in a large zone right here. That ball is tipped out of bounds by Anna Humphreys.
I believe it was a 1-3-1 half-court trap. Something we may see also in the boys' game tonight.
Yeah, it's a pretty wide zone stretched all across the court.
Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum.
Over there to Abby Holt, that is guarded by Martin. Pretty sweltering defense, and that is going to be a backcourt violation, maybe?
Oh, yeah, they didn't whistle right away.
I was a little confused there for a second, but it was indeed a over and back.
That's one of those plays where confidence is key. You just pick the ball, turn
Sell
around,
it.
and just start dribbling like somebody tipped it.
Like Richardson was saying, sell it. Martin over to Funk. Humphreys, corner to Kaiser. Kaiser, was it 3 seconds in the lane?
3 seconds in the lane.
I believe it was on Bartel. Keeker in for Martin and Yoder in for Humphreys. So it'll be McMahon with the ball. Might have gotten away with a little bit of a travel. Either way, inside to Lovesey.
Oh.
It'll be, what happened?
Oh, I didn't know if she dribbled it off her own foot or Carly's. I couldn't quite tell from here.
I would guess it would have been Carly's based on the indication of the call, but.
Yeah, she seemed very, very sure that was the correct call. So
Shot attempt was no good there from the Indians. Wraparound pass to Yoder by Kaiser was a good one. Oh. That little dribble move by Yoder had Tapia on her knees. Or on one knee, I guess it was. If she was just kneeled down in the middle of the zone. Kaiser over to Yoder. Yoder. Kaiser traveled. So that's been like, has that been like 4 straight?
Yeah, something like that. It's
turnovers like from both teams.
Well,
I guess they actually got a shot attempt on the last one. But
after the shot attempt, they turned it over. Didn't they? No, because we got the board.
Kaiser boarded it and was headed the other direction.
Not the greatest basketball from either one of the.
Yeah, it's been somewhat sloppy so far into this game.
And you know, I don't blame them. It's a little bit. I don't know.
It feels weird.
It's a very awkward feeling. Like I can just feel it in the gymnasium too. Just not the greatest vibe.
It's just kind of like an eerie. Wow, that shot. Wow, what a shot from Upson. Fader. She hit him with a dirk off one leg.
That was impressive, to say the least. We were just talking about how the vibe was terrible, and they hit a shot like that. Gives us a little hope.
Absolutely. Inside to Keeker. Great defense there. Backside presence from Lovesey.
You love to see it. There it was.
That was a good one. That was a great one. That might be our best one of the year.
There have been some pretty good ones.
Dap me up for that one, Lucas. That was beautiful.
We do love a good pun up here in the booth. As Bartel unable to convert off the inbounds play.
It was Tapia with the board. Holt with the ball over to Tapia, stolen by Kaiser. Kaiser's headed the other way. Might have gotten away with the travel. Yoder, wow, that speed.
Yeah.
Hope she's okay. Yeah, okay, she's good. She
took a tumble.
She slammed into the wall a little bit there. That's one problem of high school gymnasiums. There's not a lot of room. After building up a head of steam, it's hard to slow yourself down without slamming into the wall, but luckily we have the padding back there for instances such as those. Yoder's first free throw is good.
Yeah, and in the NBA and college, you have the people sitting there to cushion you, so high schoolers don't quite have that luxury.
Or, in Dennis Rodman's case, people there for you to kick.
Yeah. Or cameras there to hit your head on. Was that LeBron that did that?
I have no clue.
I don't know either.
Or in Paul George's case, cheerleaders to accidentally run into. And that ball was dribbled. Not stolen, but tipped out of bounds by Kaiser. I thought Holt just dribbled it out of bounds.
Yeah, it's... Yeah, not much else to say there.
We're going to get a push on Yoder. It's been kind of a...
Yeah.
It hasn't been like not like a boring game, but just the energy is lacking. And it's not necessarily from on the court, it's just like in general. Like it's just a weird day with only 2 days of school.
Yeah, I don't think everybody's quite woken up from their 5-day weekend yet. I definitely haven't. I took 2 naps today, so.
It was Herrera who missed the running layup, and she steals it. She's headed the other way. And the layup is no good, boarded by Keeker. And
yeah, that's got to be a foul.
By Holt. She was hip checked there.
As Keeker will now go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
So after they had like 1 foul in the first 7 minutes or so.
The first half in general.
Now they've had 7 since that point.
The Swathers with only 1 since that point, so.
The tide's turned.
The words of Michael Scott, my, how the turntables.
Absolutely. Akila Collins checking in for Abby Holt. Keeker misses the front end of the 1-and-1. And the Indians are able to board it, so it'll be Collins to the ball in the corner it was Herrera to Collins in the corner. Herrera with the ball now, top of the key. Looks for someone, does a little spin at the top of the key. Upson with the ball in the corner, tipped out of bounds by Anna Humphreys. So good defense there.
Some very good defense. Swathers continue to play very good. Very, very good on the defensive end of the basketball. Now, yeah, just continue to play very good.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's kind of been something that they've done quite frequently after those. Basically, after the Hillsborough tournament, they've played very good on D.
I think it really started with that Central Plains game.
Yeah, when they were able to knock off that #1 ranked team.
Yeah, the tides for the season really did turn there. So,
because they were like, weren't they? They were 5-5. I believe they were 500 heading into that game, and since then, they've won 5 out of 6 games. So,
yeah, they hadn't really found their identity yet, and I think they were able to find it in their, as we call it, the 3-headed beast in Keeker, Bartel, and
4-headed beast now.
With Ferralis.
Frost opened the game with those 4 straight points.
Remember, Alex
great
Martin.
Move from Martin. There's part of that 4-headed beast.
As she was able to split the defenders and go up and in for the layup. Beautiful move by the senior. The only senior on this girls' basketball squad. So the future is bright.
Upson has been balling for the Indians. That's 6 points of her team's 7 total.
She's 3 for 4 from the floor, so.
Get her more shots.
She's got to get the shots up.
Katie, turnaround jumper.
Wow, what a board.
She was doing her best Pascal Siakam impression with the spinning turnaround jumper.
Almost got it to fall.
Would have been quite impressive if I do say so myself.
Yeah, but it was a great offensive board after that. She really went up and got it and was able to draw the foul on the board, so she'll see if she can redeem herself after her last trip to the line.
She does indeed.
Nothing but net for Keeker from the line.
Missed a second, but gets her own board. Just caught the Indians lacking there a little bit. Inside to Keeker, backside to Bartel, goes up with it, shoots, no good. Boarded though by Yoder. A little cross over on McMahon. It'll be Humphreys inside to Keeker again. Keeker backside Martin. Martin will dribble it back outside. Yoder with the ball over to Humphreys. Humphreys met by a couple of Indians. Yoder with the ball again. Martin thought about the 3. Goes inside. Wraparound pass is tipped out of bounds by Akila Collins. Good D there from the Indians.
21 seconds remain here in the first half.
That's some of that rotational D we were talking about earlier for our keys to the game. Only 17 seconds left in the first half. Martin thought about the three again. She'll drive into the paint.
Oh,
great pass to Keeker.
Wow.
Her layup is good. Great find there from Alex Martin. It'll be I heard her, but I don't understand. Oh, okay. So what they're saying is, after the basket was counted, Larned like batted the ball away or something, so that the refs had to go get it. So basically, they're giving them a warning for delay of game, I believe is what I heard.
Nice. Okay, well, thank you, because my hearing was not that good. I didn't hear any of that.
I believe that's what I was able to decipher there. 2 seconds left, and it'll be a foul with 0.8 seconds remaining.
It might be, I think that's Yoder's third. If they get it on her, they end up not getting it on her. It will be on Humphreys, her first. So good break for the Swathers.
Not a lot to worry about there. It'll be Akila Collins shooting a 1-and-1, and she makes the first one.
Yeah, just not the greatest play there by the Swathers, especially with 1 second left in a half against a team who really hasn't shot great from the floor. You're probably not wanting to foul.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
The ball bounced over the...
On a free throw? Because it wasn't a bad attempt. It was just off the back iron and bounced straight up.
As Corinne Yoder goes...
Anything you can do, I can do better in the top of the backboard.
And hers just barely grazed it and went right over. So
granted, she was shooting it from just a tad bit farther back,
just a little
than
bit.
Collins was.
Yeah, wouldn't say much, just a little.
Hey, Swather fans, thanks for choosing the Hesston Pharmacy. When you support your locally owned and operated pharmacy, you make it possible for us to pass it on to Hesston kids with ads like this. Thank you, and go Swathers.
Gosh, I almost said it every time you hear that one. I almost say go Swathers indeed, but we are an unbiased third party up here in the booth with just slight bias, I guess. So.
All right, I think we'll kick it off. What?
Quick score update with Cole.
Absolutely. Harley Ferralis with 4, Corinne Yoder with 5, Alex Martin with 2, Anna Humphreys with 3, Carly Bartel with 4, Katie Keeker with 5, so very even scoring.
Spreading the ball.
And then for the Indians, it'll be Akila Collins with 2 and Katie Upson with 6. And that is it for them so far, so not the most balanced scoring, but when you have 8 points, it's hard to have balanced scoring.
That is true.
We will sign off for now. Be back in about 10, 11 minutes or so. It's been Cole Duschendorf and Lucas Roth. We'll let you guys listen to the band now. I can't even hear it. Oh, there we go. Well, just 45 seconds remaining before the second half actually will get underway between Hesston and Larned. It's been, I think it's been what am I trying to say? It hasn't been as close of a game as the score might indicate, as the Indians only down 15, but in reality they've only gotten about 3 shot attempts up. So that's not really.
Yeah, I think they've shot the ball, I think 5 times the whole game. They've been to the free throw line twice, and everything else has been a turnover. So
I'm not gonna cap with you folks. It's been a little tough to watch.
A little tough to commentate.
We can always hope and believe in Larned that they will come out in the second half playing a little better, playing a little more technically sound, trying to get back into this game against the Swathers. Because believe me, we root for the close games probably more than anyone else in the building. Because obviously they want their teams to blow out wins. We want close ones. We want those ones that are going to come down to the wire, and it's not looking like this one will. At least at the end of the first half, it does not appear that it will end that way.
Yeah, based on the statistics gathered so far in the game, I feel like what you're saying is going to be right. Though.
But that was a good take there from
was indeed
from McMahon. She'll be shooting 2 at the line. If they can do that consistently, maybe get the Swathers in some foul trouble. You never know.
That is true.
It's not over till it's over, especially if they're making free throws.
Well, that could cut it to a 13-point game, and then all you need is 4 stops and 4 threes, and you're right back in it.
I think I said it against Hoisington, too. I said it's not over till the fat lady sings, which is a phrase I don't entirely understand. But I guess it indeed holds true. Maybe. I don't really know.
You know what? Here,
what circumstance had to happen for that to be said? That's what I'm wondering. Inside to Katie Keeker. Her layup is good. So the minimal momentum that was gained is immediately snatched right back for the Swathers. Tapia in the corner to Lovesey. Lovesey throws it away to Yoder. You do not love to see that. Yoder all the way for the layup. It is missed. Boarded by Feralis. She'll go back outside to Yoder. Yoder to Humphreys. Humphreys to Martin. Martin back to Humphreys. Humphreys back to Yoder. Thrown over her head and out of bounds. It'll be Indian ball. I'm really curious to see what is going to be the definition of that, Lucas.
Should I just read straight from what Wikipedia says?
We'll go after like the next little stop and play.
So I figured out what it means.
Collins with the ball inside to McMahon, absolutely stuffed by Katie Keeger. Now's your chance to read it off if you want to real quick.
So the phrase originates from a reference to opera sopranos who were, and this is Wikipedia's words, traditionally overweight in their time, and so they were always the last act in the opera, so the opera was never over until, so that
makes sense.
So that's what it is. There we go. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We gotta find some stuff to talk about.
Histories and mysteries.
History and mystery. Miss, as in a missus, as in the fat lady sings.
Ah!
There you go. I knew it would land eventually.
Good stuff.
Collins will be pickpocketed by Fraus, but it'll be off of her.
The steal from number 4 of the fourth-headed monster. Four-head monster.
The forehead monster. What's that one dog in Greek mythology that had 3 heads?
I do not. Well, now we're looking up more stuff.
Cerberus.
Cerberus?
Because like cerebrum.
Oh, yeah. The 3 parts of the. Wait, the brain has 3 parts. It's the cerebrum, the cerebellum, and the what? Stem.
Something with an A.
What? No, I thought it was the brain
amygdala.
Stem. It's not the amygdala.
I don't know. Amygdala's part of the brain. That was made there by Anna Humphreys.
Having so much fun up here, I forgot there was a basketball game going on.
Maybe not a good thing.
Yeah, maybe not, but you know what? The people are learning, right? You learn something new every day, and I hope you learn many things from us when we talk.
But not too many things.
Yeah.
Because if you're learning a lot from us, then...
We're not talking about basketball enough.
But also, you might not be as educated as you should be.
That is true. But I don't think a lot of people use the word ubiquitous.
That doesn't count because that's a special little... I don't think, because I don't know half these words. I mean, this one was submitted actually by someone who suggested it as a word.
Nice.
Which brings me to the point, if any of you would have a... One second. Well, Love C was blocked by Keeker, and it'll be tied up. Wow. Oh.
Huh. Okay.
Tied up by Keeker. It'll go to the Swathers. Okay.
A lot of confusion.
Anyways, I would like to say that if anyone would want to send a word in, somehow get it to Lucas or I or anyone in the AV crew, and we will contemplate using it in future games. We are running short, but Substate will bring a plethora of games our way. Should be a fun time. We might have to break it down, get like 6 different words of the day. Well, I guess it'd be 3 different words of the day, but maybe just extend it a little farther. Get a different word for every game. That could be kind of fun. Katie Keeker inside. Easy 2-pointer is good. Assisted by Alex Martin.
What a play there by Keeker. Was able to get the seal as the ball dropped down into the corner to Martin, and it was just one of the easiest layups you'll ever see in basketball. It's a great play by the Swathers.
Pull-up jumper is no good by Crable. Long board by Feralis.
That's a wobble. Yeah.
Yeah, she knew it too. As soon as she let the ball go, she kind of just laughed it off, turned around, and she was like, yeah, it's all good.
Sometimes it just happens. That's okay. But yeah, Substate, I'm excited. Gonna have a lot of games, a lot of exposure for the SSN.
Yeah, there should be, and obviously that's postseason, so there should be some good games.
Mm-hmm.
Upson juggles the ball a little bit, but is able to maintain possession. Cross court to Crable. Crable pulls the 3, no good, boarded by no one. It'll be out of bounds off of the Swathers. Boarded by Casper there, I guess.
Very friendly ghost. Wasn't there a girl named Casper on one of the other teams that we played this year?
I don't know.
I think there was, because I wanted to make a Casper
there definitely
joke,
was, because I remember saying, like, now you see her, now you don't, or something like that. That was Akila Collins' layup. That was good. Cutting the Swathers lead to 17 now with 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
So far, this half a lot picked up just a little bit from when the first half was. So that's good to see, both from the spectator.
That is turnover there from Kaiser. Sorry, continue, Lucas.
Both from the spectator and announcer perspectives.
Crable with the ball now. Will stop the dribble and throw it out of bounds. But saves, wow, what a play there from Tapia. Crable didn't even see it. She just turned the other direction. Tapia threw the ball between her legs.
She thought all hope was lost.
If she would have been paying attention, she might have actually been able to get that ball back, potentially score a basket there for the Indians. Humphreys all the way for the layup. That is good.
Really nice there with the right hand for Humphreys on the left side of the basket. Caught a little bit under the basket, able to lean back, put it up off the glass. Great play there by the sophomore as she gets a steal on the other end as well. Got Kaiser on the left side. She'll give it off. And
got hammered.
Yeah. Probably a good foul there by Herrera.
Absolutely.
Prevents the wide open layup.
At one point in that JV guys game, it was like 17-0, and Larned had several times chucked the ball off of Hesston's player and out of bounds. So I was kind of like, they have more throws off of Hesston than points so far into this game. Like 5 minutes in, they're down 17 points.
As Humphreys rains a 3 on the other end.
I don't really know what that had to do with anything. It just came to mind. I felt like sharing it. It really had no pertinence to this game whatsoever, but it was on my mind for whatever reason. Upson's turnaround jumper is good. She's played very well for the Indians.
She has indeed. When they get her the ball in that middle of the post area, that turn square up jumper has been pretty much money all night long. Got to get her the ball some more in there.
She's the mid-range assassin. She's Larned's DeMar DeRozan, so to speak. Travel there for Alex Martin.
Yeah, I got a little happy feet there from changed her pivot foot just once. So that will, man, this third quarter's gone fast.
I know, I was actually going to say the same thing. It has gone by very quickly compared to the first half.
That is true. Sorry for the awkward silence here. We're kind of trying to find an ad real quick. And we are unable to locate its whereabouts.
We got a different one.
Ah, okay, we're good. Let's hit it real quick.
All of us at the Swelter Sports Network would like to say thank you to the Hesston Community Foundation. Their generous grant is helping us bring this action to you right now, and without their support, we would not have been able to bring in almost 24 kids into the AV program. So make sure to thank and support the Hesston Community Foundation, a proud supporter of the Hesston community. Had to speed through that one.
Yeah, it was good old speed read practice.
Speed read. Those were some of the most intense things in elementary school.
Oh, man.
Reading that thing in a minute, trying to get as many words as you can.
That was wild.
That was an adrenaline rush if I ever knew it.
And then carries over to the ACT when you're trying to read as fast as you can for that reading section. Ooh, I was not the best at that. Especially last year when I didn't even know, like, one of the passages was, like, told from a dog's perspective, but it didn't tell you that, and I was so confused. I was like, what is going on?
They got a foul there on Carly Bartel. It'll be her first of the game. Indians retain possession. Pretty good pass there from Collins, anticipating that Bartel wouldn't turn around. Got it in there to Tapia. Holt with the ball, looking inside, unable to find anyone though. Herrera with the ball, inside to Collins. Collins takes it up. Oh my, somehow it doesn't go in. Upson, unable to get the board. Bartel rips it away. Swathers are going back the other direction. Yoder. Nobody
really stepped up.
But she was unable to get the layup to go in, and then the Indians stepped out of bounds, I believe, after securing the board for a moment.
Stepped on the ball. She stepped on the line there right in front of the official. Nothing much you could do there. Sometimes you get away with those because they're already jogging down the floor, but...
Frels in the corner, Yoder wide open three is banged home.
You cannot leave her that wide open on the wing. She'll make you pay pretty much every time.
Light right there. Holt with the ball now. Inside and stolen by Martin.
Oh.
Martin headed the other way.
Showing off she's got some speed too.
And she gets the layup to go.
Swather's pretty much just taking control of this game as they've gone on a quick 10-0 run in these closing moments of the third quarter to push their lead up to 25.
At this point, pretty much the only drama left in the game is whether or not it'll be running clock in the fourth. Other than that, not a whole lot going on.
Barring something remarkable.
And there's another steal by Martin. Martin headed the other way, and she'll jump stop, maybe get fouled.
I was going to say get fouled as well, but
either way, gets the 2 to go with 33 seconds left. Swather's up 41-14. Got that little what's the word? Palindrome?
Palindrome? That's forward and backwards.
The score palindrome there. 41-14.
Race car is my favorite palindrome.
My favorite is Madam, I'm Adam.
A
little more complex one. There's some pretty cool. Or Bob. Bob.
Taco Cat.
Taco Cat.
I believe that's, yeah, I'm right. That's frontwards and backwards.
Absolutely. Humphreys with the ball. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Humphreys will hold for the last shot here. Looking to set up a set play against this 2-3 zone. Kaiser in the corner to Bartel, back to Kaiser, back to Humphreys. Corner shot, Kaiser's three-pointer, no good. boarded by Bartel. Got to get it up, and does, but is swatted away by Upson. Good defense there.
Good block there by Upson. Way to make sure they didn't end up giving a basket there up at the end of the third quarter as the Swathers went on a quick little 12-0 run to end the third. They got that lead up to 27, so just a mere 3 points away from that running clock.
It looked like that Larned defense had kind of fallen asleep. Oh my! They almost dropped one of the cheerleaders. Oh my goodness,
they're having a good laugh about it. So I think we can too. But
anyways, as I was saying, it appeared that the defense had kind of fallen asleep there for Larned. They'd given up 14 straight points, but the D kind of woke up there a little bit on that last possession, getting that block on Bartel there to preserve. Not to preserve, but to not allow them.
Yeah.
I don't.
Preserve the 27-point deficit. I know you didn't want to say that, so it's not the nicest way to put it. Hey, but they did not end up dropping the cheerleader. They did catch her. So.
That was a great recovery, I must say.
Yeah. Beautiful recovery there by the Larned cheerleaders to avoid further destruction.
Absolutely.
I think I've only seen that happen once.
I don't know if I've ever seen a cheerleader get dropped.
I have.
Fortunately enough.
Yeah, that happened to our cheerleading squad, in fact, at one of our away games last year.
We won't name names.
No.
Because I have no clue who it is, and
it was
let's just preserve there.
Everybody was okay, so kind of laughed it off. It was
Humphreys almost stole that ball
right off the inbounds pass. Got to be a little more strong with. I guess that's not strong with the ball because it's a pass, but
got to be a little more prudent in the passes that they're making there off the inbounds. McMahon with the ball, stolen by Martin, headed the other way. Gonna be fouled by Crable.
Again, another good.
Puts her hands up as if she did nothing, but she had unfortunately tripped Alex.
Unfortunately. Yeah, that's still probably a good foul, though, because we were going for a wide open layup on the other end of the court.
So in the Super Bowl, sensitive topic, but you know when the Buccaneers, oh my goodness, Humphrey just got hammered. Yoder wide open three is
there
good.
It is. Left her open now 2 times in the last 4 possessions, and she's made him pay both times as she knocked down back-to-back triples. Well, I guess for her at least. Back-to-back.
Anyways, in that Super Bowl when it was pretty clear that it was over after they had made a 4th down stop and their safety went over to Tyreek Hill and and then after the flag got thrown, he's like, "What? I didn't do anything." He's like, "Okay."
Okay. You definitely did a little bit of something there.
Like, could you really not figure out that was a flag on you for taunting? Maybe like, I don't know.
Was that Antoine Winfield Jr.?
Yeah. And he was the one who Tyreek Hill dropped 300 yards on earlier in the year.
In 2 quarters.
Let's just remember, he wasn't actually taunting him. He was just telling Tyreek how many people were guarding him all night.
That is true. Very sensitive topic.
Except not actually true because they were triple teaming him the entire night. Pain. Drowning in champagne, but the sham is silent.
Yeah, I'm in Spain, but there's no S. It's a very tough scene, Cole. Sensitive topic. We don't bring it up much.
Yeah, it was tough to watch.
See, but would you rather be me and get embarrassed in the first round,
yes,
as I'm a Bears fan, or you'd rather get embarrassed in the first round?
Because you're losing either. I don't know. Anyways, back to basketball.
Yeah.
Lovesey with the ball over to McMahon. McMahon will dribble around over to Lovesey again. Lovesey to Ariana Hemken. Hemken to Crable. Crable to, that's Catherine Holt. I'm assuming that's Abby Holt's sister. That 2-pointer was good by, I believe, Ariana Hemken. Yes, it was. Thank you, Mr. Beitler, for the save there.
Mm-hmm.
Or for the confirmation, I guess.
Love Mr. Beitler.
Kaiser to Bartel to Humphreys. Humphreys to Funk. Funk over to Bartel. Going to be an offensive foul shove on
Katie Keeker.
Indubitably.
Does that just mean like yes?
Undoubtedly.
Ah, got
So
it.
basically yes.
More or less.
It's just a fun way to say it.
There's very fun ways to say things. Back to basketball. We really got to stay on basketball.
It's tough
Yeah,
with the lopsided score like this. Great baseline
tough.
drive by Crable. Two-pointer is up but fouled. She'll be going to the line in search of her first 2 points of the game.
Her first free throw is off the, I was going to say back iron, but it was off like the side back rim iron. I don't know how you would phrase that.
There.
It kind of bounced off like almost at 90 degrees.
Well, Crable, after scavenging the basketball court for 3.5 quarters, is still unable to get onto the board. So it'll be Swather ball in the other direction. Funk over to Humphreys in the corner to Kaiser. Kaiser will think about driving baseline. We'll bring it back out. Cross court to Funk. Funk's jumper is no good. Boarded by Keeker. Maybe. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. Fouled by one of the Indians in the area.
Yeah, she was in the middle of about 4 of them, so was able to fully recover from it.
Yeah,
So
they formed a
good.
bubble around her.
Yeah.
Just not allowing her to do anything with it.
Sydney Kaiser's three-pointer. In and out. Just missed. Feralis catches. Doesn't able to convert.
What happened there? Let me break that one down. I think
it was blocked.
I've been a casualty to this before. No, what happened was she got the ball, was a little surprised to see herself so wide open, and then hesitated. When you're a shooter, hesitation is pretty much the worst thing you can do. If you like give a little pump fake kind of sort of thing and then go back up with it, you're gonna lose it, or not lose it, but you're gonna miss that shot like 90% of the time if you hesitate a little bit. That's what happened there. She just caught her. She didn't think she was gonna be that wide open. But Kaiser's able to swoop in there, snag the board, and then make 1 out of her 2 free throws.
Keeker with the board, though. Wasn't able to convert her layup. Kaiser, another board, wasn't able to convert hers. Keeker misses another one, and Martin is fouled on her attempt.
Offensive
Quick
rebounds
5-0 boards.
abound here
Yeah,
in the shed.
I wouldn't call that stat padding, but it's just slightly stat padding.
It pads the stats, but I don't think it was on purpose.
No, not at all.
They much rather would have made one of those 5 layup attempts before the foul, I would believe. But I mean, if she scores both of them, yep, they would have rather made one of the layups. But almost boarded by Feralis.
Took an awkward bounce off her hand. Ended up OB as Carly Bartel checks back in for the Swathers.
Holt with the ball now for the Indians, doing a little crossovers there on Funk. Funk playing pretty decent defense. Stolen by Bartel. Not stolen by Bartel. Upson to Catherine Holt. Over to her presumed family member, Abby Holt. In the corner to McMahon. McMahon will drive back out to the top. Over to Catherine Holt. Back over to, great pass from Abby Holt in the corner, going to be short by McMahon.
We'll go out of bounds and remain with the Indians. Just over a minute and a half remaining in the 4th quarter.
So for the Swathers, they took care of business for tonight. Getting their win off the board. Upson's jumper is no good, boarded by Kaiser. So that puts them in better position to both keep the 3 seed and possibly move up and get the 2 seed. Smoky Valley also took care of business, taking down Hoisington by 12. So that leaves them. It'll still be Hesston above Smoky Valley for now.
And we do have the head-to-head against them, correct?
I think we actually split.
Oh, yeah, we did play them twice, didn't we?
And they were both really close games.
Yeah.
Smoky will play Haven and Pratt, so there's a good chance that they will win both of those games based on record alone.
So will we end with the same record?
If we'll see, we're 10-6, so we're both 11-7 as of today. Oh wait, no, they play a game today. Sorry, excuse me.
Ah,
they're playing Haven
today.
right now.
Oh.
I don't know what the score is. I'll try to. Oh wait. Yeah. I'll see if I can track down the score of that game. Final score of your game here was Hesston 46, Larned 16.
Let's get a quick score update, and then we'll wrap it up.
And then, yeah, we got to go quick because we have some 8th graders to recognize. We got Sydney Kaiser with 1, Harley Frows with 4, Yoder with 11, Martin with 7, Humphreys with 10, Bartel with 4, Keeker with 9. And then for the Indians, Upson with 8, McMahon with 2, Henkin with 2, Collins with 4. And that is your final score here from Hesston. I think we're going to switch over to the other stream pretty much immediately for the 8th grade recognition. We will be back with you guys momentarily.
Want to hit a player of the game real quick? I'd say Corinne Yoder. Made some, or Anna Humphreys.
I'm going to give my vote to Anna Humphreys. She played very well defensively and offensively. And we're done. We got to go.
We gotta go.